Hello and welcome to my creative castle. Today we're going to go over another knit picks order. Yeah, what? I know, we just went through my orders from the summer yarn sale, and this isn't even my order from the Labor Day sale yet. That's not here yet. Yeah, and you know I love a sale, and I wouldn't ordinarily order. So here's what happened. Y'all know Knit Picks announced a new yarn. They're Brava. They're 100% premium acrylic machine wash and dry, right? I got that Brava and the bulky behind me on this blanket. And they announced a brand new weight in a DK baby. It's called Brava Baby DK. And I really don't think it's going to be much different than the bulky and the worsted, right? But I do feel like I'm doing yarn content now, so I did want to get my hands on it. I wanted to try it out. But I told myself, wait for the Labor Day sale. And then they went and had a sale on it right when it came out. I believe it was buy 3, get 1 free, I'm pretty sure, was what the deal was. And so I saw that, and I still sat on that, and I was like, no, wait for the Labor Day sale, right? But then they had a flash sale on tools where they had like tools and accessories for the yarn at like 50% off. But you know, those flash sales are only like 24 to 48 hours. They're like boom, boom, boom. You gotta jump on them. So my intent was to only order a couple of things for the flash sale, right? But then I thought, well, they're still having the special on the new Brava Baby DK, so throw them of that into the cart too. So that's what we have. This is a super small order, but I still thought we should take a look at it. So of course, I got these things. I knit, by the way, if you're new to my channel. Hi, my name's May. I love yarn. I love to knit and crochet, and I also happen to have been born visually impaired, legally blind, and completely colorblind, and I really mostly knit and crochet by feel. So I knit, and I bought these point protectors. I've never used them before, but as somebody who's visually impaired, I have occasionally grabbed my project in the wrong place, right? Not grab. I do often knit on circulars where I got like 2 needles, and then 2 needles. I got 4 points to pick up and collect when I'm picking up my projects. And I'm going to confess to you, more than once, I've grabbed my needles and not all of them. I've had projects slide off my needles, completely lost the whole project, don't have enough sight to get all my stitches back on the needle, and then guess what? I literally lost weeks and weeks of work that way before. Very sad. So, I've never used point protectors before, but I thought, you know what? Might as well try them out, right? Especially, I've been wanting to try these for a while, but you know, I don't like to get stuff unless it's on sale. So I didn't grab these until they went on sale. So I thought this is a great opportunity for me to try out point protectors. So let me know if you're a knitter. I think I got a bunch of different sizes here, because I like to have projects in a variety of sizes, right? And I know that things that fit, like your little, you know, your lace and your sock weight needles, right? Like your 2.25s, they don't necessarily gonna fit like a 6 milli, right? They're not gonna fit your size 10. So I did go ahead and get a variety of sizes. We'll be trying those out, seeing if they help me out, keep me from losing my project. I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried point protectors? Do they actually stay on your needle tips? Do they work? Love to know. Of course, I got some more of these locking stitch markers. As somebody who's visually impaired, I love using my stitch markers in both knitting and crochet. That's why I get the locking ones. I've got a lot for knitting, but I'm discovering I don't have as many of these locking ones, which I really need for crochet. So got some more of those on the tool sale. And then I got a couple of these bags. I don't know how many of you like to take your knit and crochet with you when you go places, but I do. I think knitting and crochet, you know, it should go everywhere, right? So, but I also know a lot of places like stadiums and different places now have a lot of policies about you having to have clear bags, pretty much, right? To bring stuff in, they want you to have clear bags. And so Knit Picks is now offering these clear project bags. And I also think they can be great for storage, for sighted people at least, right? Because you can see your project in there. But they really are, they're for taking your project out in places. I think if you're sighted, I'll actually probably use these in the house for project bags as well. I don't see why not, right? Why shouldn't? And so this is the large, I believe. I believe I got one medium and one large. I just wanted people to see these. So I got a medium and a large here. So I think like if you're making a blanket or like a sweater or something, this might be great to keep all your yarn and supplies, even in the house. It could be great to just keep all your supplies in one place, you know, for your project, all organized. But also, if you are somebody who likes to take it out in public and to some of those places that only allow clear bags, right? Or if you just need, maybe it's not even your crafting that you want to take someplace. Maybe you just need to bring a bag with you and stuff to one of those places that only allows clear bags. This is a great option, and it's a pretty durable vinyl plastic. And as somebody, I am visually impaired, I'm legally blind. I've never had a legal driver's license, if you don't know that yet. I've had 3 guide dogs. I spent, you know, my life on public transit. Well, guess what? Public transit is not always the cleanest. It's not. And sometimes it's super crowded. Sometimes you have to put your bags on the floor. Sometimes it's raining. Sometimes the floor is slick. Sometimes it's muddy. And you got to put your bags on the floor. Yeah. So I've taken buses, I've taken subways, I've been on public transit day and night, rain, snow, hail, sleet, guide dogs, sick passengers, all kinds of things happen on public transit. Let me tell you, especially late at night. Yeah. So if you are somebody who has to take public transit, or even like the dial-a-ride medical transit, those kinds of places, and you have to put your projects on the floor for any kind of reason on the, you know, right? Like this could be really good to protect, and also like people spill beverages, even though you're not supposed to bring your beverages and your sodas and all your sticky stuff, right, onto the public transit. But we know people do anyways. People bring their coffee and their Coke and they spill it, and you know, things happen. So if you are somebody who has to take public transit, this might be a great way. Even again, it could be a crafting project. It could be anything. It could be your daily supplies, right, that you need to protect on public transit. So, you know, I mean, sometimes we don't want a clear bag because, you know, privacy. I mean, it's true. You're not going to have privacy with a clear bag. So if you have things that you might want to keep private, might not be the best bag for you. But I think for projects, it could be great. Also, you know, if you're a parent, right, and you got littles in the car and they're spilling stuff, because that's what kids do, right? They run around with their juice, they spill stuff. Could be a good way to protect your projects and, you know, still be able to see what's going on. So I thought it'd be fun for people to see these, just for options, right? Just options. So I wanted to show those off. And then, yes, we got a little bit of the Brava Baby DK. Now, it's called Baby, and it's supposed to be, I think DK is a great weight for baby garments because it's lightweight. So you'd think I would have got baby colors, right? They got beautiful blues and some pinks, and they got them mint green and some yellows. And y'all know I love to make baby projects, but I've got lots of baby yarn in the house. So I actually opted not to get baby projects. But let's talk about the yarn a little bit. It is a Brava Baby DK. These skeins comes in skeins. They are 273 yards of machine wash, tumble, dry. Because it's a DK, your knit gauge is size 5 knitting needle, US size 5, which is a 3.75 knitting needle. They recommend your gauge is going to be 5.5 stitches per inch. That sounds perfect for a DK, right? That's right. For a DK weight, you should be right at that 5 stitches to 6 stitches. That's your DK range. If you're unfamiliar with how to check your gauge on knitting needles, on a size 5 to 6 knitting needle, you should be getting 5 to 6 stitches per inch. So This is right there at 5.5. And of course, they recommend your crochet hook. I'm trying to remember what size crochet hook they recommend. I think a 4 milli to a 5.5, I think. So, so I did not get baby colors, shockingly. In this order, I was thinking I wanted to do something. I'll be honest with you guys. I can't really wear orange. Orange is not a great color for me. So I have a mountain of yarn and I have very, very little orange. But I know that orange is a great autumn color. It's a great Halloween color. Everybody's getting the orange for the Halloween. So I did not get baby colors at all. I got me some orange and I got me some black. Now what was I thinking with orange, black, and gray? Ha! I don't know. Probably, I think what my thoughts are is I don't think I can wear orange near my face, but I think I'm okay with it a little bit on the lower half. So I'm pretty sure what we're going to be doing is making ourselves some really fun orange and black stockings for Halloween, like some socks, right? We need some big old striped orange and black socks for Halloween, or for fall, right? And then I think maybe a matching skirt as well. That's what's going through my little brain right now, is that we need, I can't wear a lot of orange, but I think I could do black, and then maybe like a orange stripe or something. Can't do a lot of orange, but maybe like an orange stripe. Or we could do, I don't know. I got the gray too, so I could have another neutral. I can't figure out what colors would go with orange. I can't. And what colors shouldn't go with orange. Yeah, it's a mystery to me. So I have a hard time. Probably I could have done like some reds or some yellows with my orange, but I can't wear yellow either, so I don't know. It's a tough one for me. Orange is a really tough one for me because I have to be careful about how I wear it, and I don't really understand what colors go with it very well. But I think this fall for October, I think we're going to be making ourselves an orange and black stripe socks and skirt. Pretty sure that's what's going to be happening around here. So that's what we got. Let me know your thoughts. Also, we could do like, I can't wear the orange near my face, but I was thinking about maybe like, we could do like, if I feel like I can't wear the orange, I think we could do like I don't know, like a granny square kind of a fall blanket, like a orange and black blanket, or like the orange and the gray and the black and like some granny squares. I don't know. I just had a few things going on in my head. Not totally sure, but I thought get some, have it in the house for fall, and we'll see what we feel like making. So I'm going to be honest with you. This feels like an improvement even upon the Brava, okay? It feels softer than some of the previous Brava that I've worked with. I feel like they're really trying, yarn companies are really trying to improve their premium acrylics, right? Because acrylics, for those of us who love natural fibers like myself, I love my merinos and my alpacas. I love soft natural fibers. And so I've had a harder time working with acrylics, but I do appreciate them. I do. I get why people like them for the easy care, the affordability, all that. So, and here's what it looks like, by the way, if you want to see what it looks like. I think it's a nice DK. I think that's a solid DK. So I understand why people like acrylics. I do. I understand, the affordability, the care, easy care, low maintenance. So I think the yarn companies are really putting a lot of effort into making better quality acrylics while keeping them affordable, right? And I think that they may have even improved the Brava because this has got a nice soft texture. To me, it feels softer than some of the Brava bulky that I've purchased in the past. It feels like an improvement, like they're working hard to make these to make these soft for babies, for baby blankets, baby sweaters, and you know, just softer on our hands. As somebody, if we're going to make a big blanket, right, it's not fun to work with some of those scratchy, rough acrylics for hours. So anyways, that's the order. It's a small one because, hey, we just did a lot of yarn orders, and the Labor Day orders still coming in. So let me know about your thoughts on any of these products. Have you used point protectors? Do they stay on? Do you like the clear bags? Yay or nay? Have you had occasions where you tried to take your project bags into places but you say you can't because, you know, it's not in a clear bag? And also let me know if you have bought the Brava Baby DK, your thoughts on it. Have you worked with it yet? What are you going to make with it? And does it feel softer? Is it just me, or does it actually feel softer to you than some of the Brava Bulky of the past? So I want to know, and also let me know what you think I should do with this. Are you thinking that this fall we should do some black and orange striped socks and skirt for, you know, October? Or are you thinking we should just like make like a gray and black and orange, you know, granny square blanket or something simple like that? Or should we save the orange for like pumpkins and decor? Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Alrighty, well, it's a short one today, but thanks so much for listening. And until next time, happy stitching. Bye bye for now.